Hello everybody, and welcome back to From Our Basement Gaming.
Hey everyone.
We are back with part 8 of our Earthworm Jim Let's Play, and we are trying once again on the pod races.
Yep. Not to be confused for episode 1's pod racing.
Right. That's just what they call it in the level select cheat screen. It's actually still part of the down the tubes level.
Yep.
Gotta ride the scary mutant hamster.
Yep, and get to continue.
Although I guess that's accurate considering Jim is a worm. I guess that is size accurate.
Yep.
And maybe it's just those little mutant kittens that are not size accurate, because why are they the size of a worm?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Unless we're not going with anatomically correct size.
Indeed.
Well, wait, maybe... How big does the suit make him? Is he like human size in the suit, and then he's just the size of a worm outside of the suit?
I don't know, otherwise that's freakishly huge hamsters.
Right, and that's my question. Is this a normal hamster size, or are they freakishly huge?
Oh my goodness, it's that time again. I gotta help Jim.
Oh, is that what he says?
No, I'm just guessing.
Oh. I don't know. I never saw the cartoon.
Me neither. Well, I didn't think I saw that episode, if that's...
I mean, I saw, like, a brief glimpse of it when I was channel surfing, but I never actually watched it.
Yeah.
I'd have to see if they have, like, full episodes online or something. Because I have a feeling... Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments, but I have a feeling there's probably not a lot of physical media of this show. I would love to be wrong about that, by the way, but...
So would I.
Because I feel like I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if it had a full run, if it was canceled or what. But it did seem to kind of just stop.
Yeah. I'm kind of thinking it did not have a full run.
Yeah, that's my guess as well.
Like, they did their contractually obligated episodes, and that was the end of Earthworm Jim.
Yeah, I'm wondering. I don't know how it did, ratings-wise. I'd have to look all that up.
Me too.
But considering I only accidentally saw some of it one time, I'm guessing it wasn't on very long. And I know I don't know if they've made it already, but I know for a while they were talking about doing a new cartoon for Earthworm Jim.
Yeah.
And they weren't going to involve the original animator because he's problematic. Or one of the original animators. So they made it unfortunately, due to that, it's a completely different style. I think it's like CG. Which, I don't know. Part of me feels like you could have gotten a different 2D animator, but everybody's into CG these days, sadly. But
how sad.
I know, I miss like the 90s and 2000s 2D cartoons. Or even like a hybrid would be fine.
Yeah.
But I don't like how everything's going in CG. It just doesn't look very good. I especially... Sorry about the crinkling. I'm having my snack. I especially do not enjoy anime in CG. When it's done well, it looks like a video game cutscene and just makes me want to play a video game instead. And when it's not done well, it's very uncanny and uncomfortable.
Indeed.
Yeah. Western animated CG cartoons are okay, but I'd like to have more options, you know?
Yes.
I like it when we still have stuff that's 2D animated and isn't super ugly. Like, I don't know what it is with the quote-unquote adult cartoons needing to look ugly.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
There are some exceptions. Like back in the day when... back in the day... Not really back that far. Back in my day, there were some adult cartoons that looked nice and classy. No,
others look like Nickelodeon rejects.
Yeah. But no, I guess The Simpsons looks okay, but I'm going to say a possibly offensive, unpopular opinion and say I kind of feel like The Simpsons is a bit ugly at times.
That's alright.
It's just not my... The show is great, but I mean, the character design's kind of not my thing. And the show's not really my thing, but that's beside the point. No. But like a show, I think this was from... really not that long ago. I think it was from the 2010s. I don't remember. But I feel like BoJack Horseman looked decent.
It did.
Yeah.
And it was from the teens.
And its sister show that I forget the name of.
Tuca and Birdie.
Yeah, that one looked decent too. So that's why I say there are some exceptions. Not all adult-oriented cartoons are ugly. And then the Boondocks had this cool anime-like thing going on. That was the 2000s, right?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah. But
it was... If I remember, I could be wrong on this. So it was first made here, but then they actually then went out of their way to get an anime studio to make it in Japan, so it could be technically counted as anime.
Yes, and that's why it looks so good because. It started out, they did it, but then, they went the extra mile and got Japan to help them make it. Because they were like, no, we want an anime, which I think is very cool.
Yep.
Is that the case with Afro Samurai as well?
It wouldn't surprise me if that's what happened with Afro Samurai, and that they had a Japanese studio do it.
Yeah.
But Afro Samurai has like no knowledge or representation outside of Japan, and I think it was loosely based off of a legend.
Yeah, I thought it was based on that one legend of the black samurai, so to speak.
Yes, the guy who, I believe, one of the Obu Nobunaga actually freed him from the Portuguese and trained him as a loyal second in command.
Yeah. It's a show I've never seen that I actually would be interested in seeing. I gotta add that to our list, so...
I do need to watch that show.
But anyway, when I'm talking about adult cartoons that look ugly, I kind of mean...
the one where they're depicted as those Fisher-Price toys?
Especially that one. I guess I'll avoid saying that one because I'll make people angry. Family Guy is kind of ugly. I like Family Guy, but its style's kind of ugly. Big Mouth is egregiously ugly, in my opinion.
Yes.
And again, I'm not talking about the qualities of the show. I'm literally talking about how the characters are drawn here. Because, yeah, I know some people like some of how Big Mouth writes. Although Big Mouth does have some mature content.
Yes.
I've never seen it. It's a Netflix show, so I have no way of watching it.
I thought I read somewhere that was how they got around to do the mature material, because they drew them hideous on purpose.
Right.
So I was willing to forgive the stylistic choices, but I didn't really watch the show, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I was just giving some examples when I'm saying adult cartoons are just... I wish some of them looked better.
Yes.
Well, okay, I'll go ahead and talk about the show, and I'll be more nuanced about it. I can understand and appreciate some of the artistic intentions behind South Park, but I still consider how the characters are designed ugly.
Yeah, I think that was probably again done
on purpose.
Yeah.
I understand, yeah. Because it's very crude material.
Yep. They got a lot out of those paper cutouts.
Yeah. Again, I appreciate it from the standpoint of they were working with what they had, and they were doing something unique, and it really made the show stand out. So I don't mind that. It was just, I was personally wanting to see, and these were like what I didn't really have access to good-looking adult cartoons. Like I didn't have access even to some of the bad stuff. But I didn't have access to BoJack Horseman. I think it has a DVD. I'll have to see.
I think so. I'd like to get a
I gotta put that on my list too.
Because I do want to learn and watch the adventures of BoJack and his escapades.
Yeah, especially because one of my friends said it actually was very mature and grounded with a lot of what it was covering.
Yeah.
So. Let us know in the comments if you're a huge BoJack Horseman fan.
Yeah, it might bring me to tears after...
Yeah. But
there we are.
I'll have to see. I might be able to access this one via streaming service if Hulu has it. But I did kind of like how Archer looked. Huh. I have never seen Archer, but I do kind of appreciate that style, because that's all I want. I want effort being put in the art style. Well, I mean, I'm sure they put effort in the more simplistic style, but
you want it not to be crass looking, and you want it to be eye-catching and move you.
I don't want them to be like, it's just a crude adult show, so we don't have to make the characters look good.
I can think of a few of those, even though they might have had some heart. It was easily distracted because of how they told their story.
Yeah, so I mean, that's what I mean. Like, I want... and effort put into the story too. Like, for example, we have hell of a boss.
Yeah.
Here on YouTube, and now I think on Amazon Prime as well.
Oh.
Maybe by the time this video comes out. Where it feels like an actual cartoon, but geared towards adults.
Yeah.
It's not it's got plenty of the swearing and sex jokes and violence and all that, but it also has a meaningful story that it's telling. Yeah. It's not like, heh, sex jokes, heh, references to stuff.
Yeah. Blitz kind of moved me, I have to be honest.
Yeah. That's what I want. I want characters I can be really invested in. Because, we're anime fans, so we're kind of used to story-based stuff and being invested in the characters. And, with stuff like Family Guy, I don't have that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry about this, guys. Hopefully we'll eventually get past this.
Yeah, that's the other thing, too, is trying to remember the exact path. Because it seems like a simple level. And there are a few other shows that I want there to be physical copy versions of.
Yeah. There's that one show that is only on HBO Max, which I think it's called HBO Max again, I don't know, by J.G. Quintel, that I'm mad that I can't watch because there's no physical copy, except for one that I found that I have no idea if it's legal or not, so I have to find out, because I'm not going to be a jerk and assume that just because it's from Asia means it's a bootleg.
Yeah, you're good about that. And
because it would be extremely awkward if the only way I could get a physical copy of this show is by a bootleg. That is not acceptable.
So we can watch. Exactly. So because we don't want to pirate, we want to legit help out.
Yes.
So that the story JG wrote recently about his 30-something years with his new wife and child could be appreciated.
Yes.
Because I really loved JG's story where he was a blue jay and a college stoner with his raccoon buddy and the fellow employees at the park.
Yeah, because I especially wanted to see what kind of stories he would tell without the restrictions of being a kid's show.
Yeah.
And we were in our 20s when a regular show was on.
Yep.
So we were literally the relative age of Mordecai and Rigby.
Yep. Even though I missed out on it back then. I appreciated it when I finally got to see it.
Yeah, and I was watching it at that time.
That's awesome, man.
And yeah, by the end of the show, I was probably the age that Mordecai and Rigby were during the show, roughly.
Indeed.
And I read that, for a lot of people, Close Enough, which is the name of the show, was, supposed to be about people in their early 30s. I did not get to watch that because I'm already, we're already paying for one subscription. I am not going to... it would be one thing if there were other shows I feel like I could watch on HBO Max that I would enjoy, but I don't have a lot of shows. Also, a lot of shows that both my mom and I would watch. on HBO Max. Like, honestly, I could probably watch a lot of stuff on there because a lot of the Cartoon Network stuff ended up on there. But
yep. Thanks to you, I'm watching The Amazing World of Gumball.
Yeah, I mean, it's that's the thing. Some of the shows are on stuff like Hulu and Pluto or Tubi or wherever. So it's not like... There are a few Cartoon Network shows that are only on HBO Max, though. But for some of those, I can get physical copies. So I don't feel like I could justify it. Especially since I don't know what my mom would enjoy watching on HBO Max. Yeah. So yeah, I tend to use the subscription I have that we're paying for and the free stuff. And physical copies.
Of course.
Of the stuff that I'm fairly certain I'll like. But if there is some stuff that I won't like, I can always sell it. Okay, that's not it.
Yeah.
Where the heck is this place?
I saw it in the video and
You're right.
Yeah, I know.
You saw it. It's okay. You're not the only person who says that, so it's alright.
Thanks.
You watch too many British shows.
Yes.
I think they say they saw it.
Yes.
And I mean no offense. I don't know. For all I know, there might be American dialects where they say it that way too. But
most likely.
Maybe it's your Boston family. No, I'm kidding.
Well, potentially, but I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't really been keeping a close eye on all that.
Yes. A few times I was in Boston, Massachusetts. It was very wonderful, actually.
I'm sure it's a nice place. I've never had the pleasure of being there.
One day I should take you.
Sure. A road trip, I guess.
Yeah.
Kind of long road trip, but it would be a road trip.
It would be a long road trip, yes, but...
maybe someday.
Yeah. I think. It's only fair, I think. If you've...
They have a anime convention there, but I forgot when.
Oh, yeah.
I forget when that is. It's probably already over this year, but...
There is a convention up in Massachusetts, Boston, Mass.
Yeah.
Fart.
Let me see. One of the YouTubers I watch all the time goes there almost every year. Yeah, it was in May. It was in May.
Yep.
So if we ever went, we'd have to go next year as long as it wouldn't conflict with our other stuff. That's closer.
True.
Because, of course, going to the closer one would be better.
Yeah, there is that Geekdom Con, depending when in May it happens, so, yeah.
Yeah, and I think we were at the Geekdom Con when it happened.
Yeah.
So, obviously, going to the closer con is better unless they had, like, a guest that you and I were like, oh my god, we need to see...
Yeah.
We need to see these people. I am mad at Otakon because they have a guest I really, really want to see, but they've delegated him to promoting this new anime.
Please only talk about...
Yeah, and when you told me about that they shut down a question that had nothing to do with the anime they were promoting, I'm like, I could see that happening. I like would have this opportunity to meet Hiroshi Kamiya, the guy who voiced Levi and a lot of other characters I like Thierry Arde. And I'd want to ask him about that stuff because I love those characters and I want to know his experiences. So if they're like, I'm sorry, could you just ask him about his involvement in this anime? I would be so angry. I'd be so pissed.
Rightfully so.
I would be like, I don't give a shit about that. I want to hear about his time on all the anime that he did before that I enjoyed.
Yep. Same. Like, I wanted to learn about the guy who worked on Gundam Wing when I was...
He had done work on Gundam Wing, and you're like, they were like,
NX as well, yeah. Gundam X, specifically.
Yeah. So, to be specific, I guess I'll put it this way. Some of the other voice actors, that's the other thing that's angered me. And I noticed they're doing this now. They're doing, like, themed panels. So instead of just having, here's the voice actor and here is his Q&A panel, they're, like, making it specific topics.
Yes.
So, like, for example, they have another guy I would love to see, the Japanese voice actor for Knuckles, who apparently also voiced Guts, and that's apparently all they care about, because they didn't even mention that he's done Knuckles, and I'm like, he's done numerous anime and video game roles, including Guts, and...
We're not going to say what anime roles, except for Guts.
Well, they said Guts, and they said, like, 2 or 3 other people I'd never heard of. And
was it Naruto?
I don't think so, no. That would be hilarious, but no. He wouldn't sound youthful enough. Maybe, like, more mature Naruto he could probably do.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, and they didn't list his video game roles. And I'm just sitting there like, you have the Japanese voice actor who portrayed Knuckles coming, and you don't bother listing that he did Knuckles. Do you just assume that every Sonic the Hedgehog fan that lives in the USA is playing the game in English, and that they won't care?
You guys only like the 4Kids actors, don't you?
Or yeah, because you don't like the guy who voiced Knuckles in Sonic Adventure and 2 in Heroes, right? By the way, I do. I don't care if people make fun of him. I like his voice. Yeah, so I was not happy about that. But anyway, instead of, like, a lot of conventions, and even Otakon used to do this, they would have their guest, and they would have a Q&A panel for that guest. But they're not doing that this year with the Japanese guests, and it sounds like they haven't been doing it for a while. And so, with, I'm just sorry, I'm blanking on the name of his name. It's something Kana, the Japanese voice actor who did Knuckles. Because no offense, I haven't really watched Berserk, so I don't have a romantic... not romantic. I don't have an emotional investment or a romantic one in Guts. I'm sure he's great. But, so, the fact that I would be blocked from asking him about any questions about him doing Knuckles would just destroy the fun for me, so...
Mm-hmm.
And with Hiroshi Kamiya as well. Like, you idiots, you know everybody wants to ask him about Levi. And you're gonna rob them of the opportunity to ask about Levi. Levi's, like, arguably the most popular character that Kamiya has done.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm sure he gets asked about Levi so often that he's like, gee, I wish people would ask me about not Levi, but still.
Like Gundam 00.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm sure if I asked him about Tierra Arte, he'd be like, finally, somebody realizes I did more than just Levi. I'm guessing. For all I know, maybe he doesn't mind. Maybe Levi's his favorite too. I don't know. But I would also probably ask him about that Uramichi Oni-chan show.
Oh, yeah.
And I realize we're at the 30-minute mark, so we'll try.
This will be the last try.
This will be the last try, yeah.
Sorry, everybody.
It's okay.
This is very hard for me.
Yes. No probs. This is part 8. Yep. Okay. 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 Good.
And that's the end
All
of today's
right.
video.
Well, all right. Fingers crossed we'll study again.
Yes, we will.
All right, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.